Skadi is a giantess goddess of winter and one of the lesser-known goddesses in Norse mythology. She is also known as the Snowshoe Goddess, Sister of Wolves, and as a dark sorceress. Skadi is a dark goddess, but she's not an evil goddess. She represents the dark times that we go through in life, and she symbolizes the primordial womb. There cannot be light without the darkness. In Old Norse, Skadi means harm. The word Skadi may also be derived from an old Germanic word, skadus, which means shadow. It is also thought that Scandinavia was named after her, but that's not very likely. She is often depicted with pale white skin, blonde or black hair, dressed in metal armor and white fur. She is a skilled huntress with a bow, and fierce maiden warrior when she has her spear. She resides in Thrymheim, on the highest peak of the mountain where snow never melts. She is the daughter of the giant Thiazi, who kidnapped Idun, and for that he was slain by the Aesir. Following her father's death, Skadi traveled to Asgard seeking vengeance. When confronting the Aesir, she demanded a life for a life. Hoping to avoid violence, Odin asked if Skadi would consider an alternative form of atonement. She wanted two things. She wanted one of the Aesir as a husband, and she wanted a good laugh since she's grown sad and lonely since her father's death. She was permitted to select one of the gods to marry, but only by looking at their feet. Secretly wishing to get Balder the Beautiful, she carefully selected the finest pair of feet before her. Unfortunately, she picked Njord, god of the sea. Loki volunteered to fulfill Skadi's other request. He tied one end of a rope around his testicles, and the other end around a goat. The goat pulled one way, and Loki pulled the other way. This painful game of tug-of-war made Skadi burst into laughter. After the excitement of Njord's and Skadi's wedding, they had to decide where to live. They spent 9 nights in Notun, the place of ships. Njord's seaside home was too distressing for Skadi. The sound of crashing waves and cries of seabirds made it impossible for Skadi to sleep. Then they spent 9 nights in Thrymheim. But the sound of whistling winds and howling wolves was too overwhelming for Njord. Unable to decide where to live, the two parted ways. Njord returned to his home by the sea, and Skadi stayed in the mountains, blanketed with snow and ice, where she was most happy. She rules over protection, retribution, independence, knowledge, justice, black magic, mountains, wilderness, skiing, and winter. Her color is black. Incense include dragon's blood, myrrh, and pepper. And her plants include blackthorn, elm, ivy, elder, and juniper. Her rune is Isa. Animals include wolves and snow owls. Her crystals include jet, obsidian, black agate, and tin, though tin isn't exactly a crystal. Moon phase, the new moon. Day of the week, Saturday. So that concludes the first episode of Get to Know the Goddess. I really wanted to talk about Skadi for this episode. She is a lesser-known goddess, and I just wanted to show her some love. This is winter, so it's a great time to connect with the energy of Skadi. I really hope that you enjoyed her story. Did you know about Skadi before this? Or is this your first time learning about her? Thank you so much for watching this video. Brightest blessings, and see you soon!